From ambitious expansion plans to adapting to local tastes, KFC is making waves across the continent. But with massive growth comes big challenges, political hurdles, and fierce competition. In this episode, we'll explore KFC's positioning, its strategies, partnerships, and the market dynamics. Stick around to find out how the company is trying to shape the future of fast food in one of the world's fastest-growing markets. KFC operates in over 145 countries with more than 30,000 outlets, serving millions of customers daily. It is the second largest fast food chain in the world after McDonald's, and it's notorious for its ability to localize menus to fit diverse cultures and tastes. Its global significance lies in its innovative approach to expansion, menu adaptation, and its role in shaping the fast food industry. The brand has successfully penetrated key markets like China, where it operates over 10,000 restaurants, making it a leader in the quick-service restaurant space. KFC was founded in 1952 in Salt Lake City, and the company first entered the African market in 1971, opening its inaugural restaurant in South Africa. Since then, it has steadily expanded across the continent, leveraging Africa's rising middle class and youthful population to grow its presence. The decision to expand further into Africa is driven by several compelling factors that position the continent as a lucrative and untapped market for global companies. Africa is one of the fastest-growing economic regions in the world. Its consumer industries are projected to increase to more than $400 billion by the end of the decade. Despite the region's rapid growth, it remains relatively underserved by international businesses, especially in consumer-facing sectors like fast food. This provides an open field for companies to establish a strong foothold and capture market share before the competition intensifies. Africa's population is currently around 1.4 billion people, and this is expected to double by 2050, making it one of the youngest and fastest-growing populations globally. As disposable incomes rise, demand for convenient, affordable, and high-quality food options grows, providing a natural market for expansion for fast food companies. The availability of local agricultural resources is another strategic reason for entering Africa. Companies can reduce supply chain costs by sourcing key ingredients locally, which also helps establish strong relationships with local communities. For instance, KFC in Africa has actively worked to develop local supply chains for chicken and other ingredients, which not only reduces import costs, but also fosters goodwill with local farmers and governments. With over 60% of the population under the age of 25, Africa's youthful demographic is not only driving demand for new products and services, but also providing a large workforce. This youthful population is tech-savvy, embraces new trends, and is increasingly leaning towards convenience foods like those offered by fast food chains. Companies like KFC have capitalized on this trend by offering localized menu items that appeal to regional tastes, while maintaining the core products that consumers expect from global brands. Localized menus has been particularly successful in countries like India and the Philippines, where KFC introduced vegetarian options and spicy versions of its classic menu items. In Africa, KFC has adapted its offerings to include local favorites, like jollof rice in Nigeria and Kenya, reflecting the company's responsiveness to local preferences. KFC's expansion into Africa is a strategic and carefully planned venture focused on regions with high growth potential and a rising consumer base. The company has successfully established a solid foothold across various African markets by adapting its menu, navigating complex regulations, and addressing supply chain challenges. South Africa is the first African country KFC entered. It remains its largest market on the continent, with over 1,000 franchisee stores and 49 stores directly owned by the company. The country is a vital hub for KFC's African operations. KFC entered Nigeria in 2009. The country serves as one of the most promising markets due to its population size and economic growth. The brand plans to expand its outlets from 38 to 300. The company operates multiple outlets in Kenya since 2011. It has expanded steadily since, with a focus on major cities: Nairobi, Mombasa, and Kisumu. KFC also has a strong presence in southern African countries, with multiple outlets supporting its Pan-African strategy. The brand expressed interest in entering other markets such as Zimbabwe, Tanzania, and Uganda, while longer-term plans include Ethiopia, Senegal, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, markets that are expected to grow rapidly in the coming decades. KFC faces competition from both local and international brands across its African markets, particularly in South Africa and Nigeria. In South Africa, KFC competes with international chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Nando's, a local favorite. Other local fast food brands include Steers and Debonair's Pizza, which present stiff competition, catering to South African consumers with localized offerings. KFC's main competitors in Nigeria include mainly local fast food chains such as Chicken Republic, which has over 200 outlets, and Mr. Biggs, one of the oldest and most recognizable brands in the country. Tasty Fried Chicken and Tantalizers are also strong local competitors, offering similar products at more affordable prices. As a global brand, KFC brought a new level of professionalism and standardization to the African fast food industry. This has forced local competitors to elevate their game, whether in terms of food quality, service speed, or cleanliness. The brand played a pivotal role in the growth of Africa's fast food sector. Its success has encouraged the entry of other international fast food brands, McDonald's, Domino's Pizza, and Burger King, particularly in larger markets like South Africa and Nigeria. This has not only diversified consumer options but also boosted the overall growth of the sector. In many African cities, the demand for fast food is increasing due to rising urbanization and changing consumer lifestyles, which KFC has capitalized on through its widespread presence. KFC's growth strategy heavily emphasizes digital transformation. The company has seen significant success with online ordering and delivery services, especially in markets like Kenya, where mobile penetration is high. The brand is investing in digital platforms to enhance the customer experience, streamline operations, and tap into the increasing demand for food delivery. For example, the company reported 30,000 food deliveries in November 2023 in Kenya alone, highlighting the importance of digital services to its growth strategy. KFC's market in Africa is expected to grow substantially over the next decade, driven by favorable demographic and economic trends. The company aims to deepen its market penetration in existing territories while entering new markets where growth potential is high. In the next 5 to 10 years, the company will likely continue to introduce new, locally inspired dishes in each country to cater to consumer tastes. This strategy has already proven very successful. While KFC's prospects for growth in Africa are strong, the brand faces several risks and challenges that could impact its operations and expansion plans. Currency volatility is a significant challenge for multinational companies operating in Africa. Fluctuating exchange rates can impact profitability, especially in countries like Nigeria and South Africa, where KFC often imports ingredients or equipment. Sourcing quality ingredients locally remains a challenge for the company. In Nigeria, for example, the commercial chicken industry is still underdeveloped, which has historically limited KFC's ability to source poultry locally. On top of that, logistical challenges, such as inadequate infrastructure and unreliable transportation networks, often disrupt supply chains and affect the consistency of product availability. We've reached the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, you will surely enjoy our dedicated playlist for foreign companies in Africa. Check it here. And if you still want more, subscribe to the channel to catch weekly essays on business in Africa. Thank you for your time and thanks for watching.